All right, so I figured I needed to make this one. These fucking people are a problem too. Um, so the first year I moved down here, um, it's winter time, and cell phone service wasn't all that good. So I thought that I could switch to another provider. I don't know if it was cell phone service or if I just wanted a better plan or what it was. Um, but anyway, so I switched to T-Mobile. Um, and so T-Mobile mails me a phone, and they uh, they left it out. Uh, like there's the mailboxes, and then there's a gate. So they left it out by the mailboxes on the ground. I'm guessing. Um, so I didn't get it right away. I don't know how long, what time frame it was. I don't remember exactly, honestly. But all of a sudden, I get a knock on the door um, from two of the two of the people that were there. I just traded my. I think I talked about this in one of the other videos. I traded my truck for a truck and a motorcycle, and I just got the motorcycle. Um, so I had this motorcycle outside, and so these people, I didn't know who the fuck they were. They well, they come knock on the door, and they you know seem nice at first. They give me the box. They say, hey, this was left outside, um, and we're just bringing this to you. So we're standing out there talking a little bit, and they start talking about my motorcycle, and so we're talking there for a little bit, and the guy goes back to the woman and um, talks about uh, it ain't a Harley, like cracking on me because I have a motorcycle. It was a really nice one. I thought it was. It was good enough for me. So I never got to ride the fucking thing. But it's cracking on me because it's not a Harley. Now, at this time, I didn't know who these people were or where their place was or anything like that. So, anyways, I go back inside and I open up my box, and it's my phone that I got from T-Mobile. And I open up the box, and somebody had already. I don't know who did it. I'm guessing it was them. Um, to this now, I know these people as Dennis and Anita. Um, yeah, they were kind enough to bring me the box or to bring me my package after they took it home and opened it up, and I'm guessing was trying to see if they could use it and decided that they weren't able to use it, so they decided to uh, pretend to be nice and bring it back to me. I don't know. I kind of brushed it off as whatever, you know, didn't make a big deal about it. I probably should have fucking said something right away to somebody, but I didn't. Um, Now, to note, when I got that phone, I tried to use it and the service wasn't good. So I called T-Mobile up, and they sent me out some kind of uh, signal enhancer or something like that. Um, well, they shipped that UPS, and so I get the package, and I open it up, and it wasn't what I expected. I misread the box that they shipped to me. UPS didn't do anything wrong. So I called T-Mobile back and chewed them out for no reason because they sent me the right thing. I was wrong, but I think somebody called UPS and complained to them. Maybe it was T-Mobile that called UPS and told them that I said that the package didn't get shipped to me, which is not the case. Anyways, it doesn't fucking matter. Um, but I did call back up to UPS and she kind of gave me some shit and she told me that I owed her an apology. And I'm like, owe you an apology for what? I don't remember why I think I called about this was later on, but I had no problems with UPS. It was T-Mobile that I had the fucking problem with. And it was my fault because I misread the package. So there. Now I wrote down a few points here, and I don't know where to begin, honestly, but I already did. So I didn't have really. I don't think I had any contact with them up until last year. Um, and it was because I made friends with the neighbors, Roger and Mel, which I just made a video about them. But my truck was broken down and I was hurting, um, and I wasn't driving. This is when I don't know. I think somebody shorted out my starter. I'm pretty sure I know who it was. I already stated who that was. There's no need to mention that again. But um, so I think they stopped down and talked to me out in the front yard or something. But I got a couple rides with them. They gave me a couple rides to the grocery store a couple times and the gas station. I think um, gave me a ride to pick up my van at the mechanic. Now I always paid them for this. So that being said, uh, I do remember the first year I moved in here. We drove by and we drive by their place. Now they've got the biggest fucking eyesore place in this place. Um, and I don't think anybody wants them here, honestly, if I'm being honest. Um, but yeah, the first year we drive by and Dennis is out in the front of this place, and um, this is how fake Tim Bayless is. He, he's driving past, and Dennis is outside. We stop, and he talks to him for a minute, and he talks all nice and like everybody buddy and stuff. Um, so we so he gets done talking, and we take off, and he tells me about how everybody wants to kick him out and how um, I mean I can see their place. Um, um, and so, but yeah, he's just talking all nice, and then all of a sudden we drive by and he starts talking all this shit about him. Um, and at the time, I took that as that you know I don't know. I was unsure because I didn't know them, and um, you know I don't know. I don't really form an opinion about people until I get a little taste of them, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I'm guessing at this point, I'm saying my stepfather knew better, knew more about them than I did. So whatever. That being said, um, but let, let's see here. Now I'm under the impression that Dennis and Anita are married. or boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever. Um, like I said, they gave me a ride a few times. They gave me a ride into Ashland one time. I went to the grocery store, and I noticed on the drive into Ashland, there's another guy in the park who was driving right behind us. Um, I don't think I noticed. No, no, I was sitting in the front seat, and I could see in the rear view mirror that it was Paul. So we're going to the grocery store in Ashland, and we stop at the main government office, and Dennis had to go to the title office. I don't know. I don't remember what exactly he said he had to go to the title office for, but Paul was in the title office as well. And at the time, I just took that as coincidence. Um, I don't know if that's really worth mentioning, but um, I do know that uh, knowing what I know about these people now, it seems odd. Um, now, apparently, fucking Dennis is telling me all these stories about how he helps out with the Boy Scouts and um, all this kind of shit. He's in the Masons, which may be true, may not be true. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. I don't really know any of this. Knowing what I know now, I'm a little suspicious of anything he's ever told me, honestly. Um, but I should state out by saying this. There was a time when I was out of cat food, and Anita gave me a ride into town, and she bought some cat food for my cats because she's the fucking cat lady around here, which I don't see as a bad thing, or I don't know. But she helped me out. I think the cat food cost $10. So the next week, something happened. I don't remember what it was. I got the impression that she was uh, waiting on her money. Um, at that time, I didn't have any cash to give her. Um, uh, and right when I did get money, which was very shortly after that, I took who I thought was her husband or her boyfriend. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I could really give a fuck anymore. Um, I bought like this guy like $40 worth of gas. So as far as I'm concerned, I overly paid them back. But I'm guessing I'm getting the impression that there's some type of fucking issue with this. Um, I overly paid it back because I appreciated what she did for me. Um, and it was no problem, honestly. But when I gave Dennis, wait, when was it? It was so very shortly after that. No, I was texting Anita trying to find try no no, this was right after Roger and I had our big spat next door. And it was right after, and I was texting Anita trying to find out if she wanted me to bring her money down, or something along those lines. But she told me not don't text me or Dennis anymore. So I was gathering that because Anita is friends with my neighbor, uh, uh, the wife, Mel. Um, I'm gathering it was because since I wasn't since I was fighting with them, now all of a sudden I'm fighting with them as well. So, anyways, I I'm driving. No, I was going down to go see my parents for God knows why. Um, but Dennis had just pulled in the park, and he was driving down the road, and I was doing my best to keep a safe distance away from him because I was told not to talk to him anymore. Um, so, anyways, Dennis stops, um, because apparently he was gonna chew me out, which he started to. But then we got to talking, and I explained to him my side of it. He explained his side of it, and we come to an agreement, and we apparently were still cool. Um, so he takes off and leaves. Where the fuck was I going with this? Oh, I said now we were talking about this fucking $10. Um, and I was telling him, I said, that's why this was like a week after I had taken him and gave him all that gas um, and I was like, dude, she like really expected me to come down there and like I gave you all that gas, as payment, you know, is that enough? And he said it's more than enough. So I figured it was squashed there. We were good. Um, so that's yeah. When I said that, I said I figured you two were together. If I'm giving you money, I'm giving money to her. And he said, well, it ain't like that. So I started thinking, maybe they're not married. Um, maybe they're just boyfriend and girlfriend or something. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter to me, honestly. I give a fuck. But later on down the road, I got another idea going with that whole situation. Um, so yeah. I was telling you, uh, Dennis. Dennis says he's a Boy Scout leader and he's in the Masons and he's always going to all these meetings and everything. Um, but I got a friend suggestion on Facebook, and I noticed it was his name. Um, and there's his picture on there, and it looks like he's got like five, 6 kids. I don't know. I didn't fucking count them, but there's a shitload of kids that he has. But there ain't no kids around here, and so I don't know what's going on with that. None of my fucking business, honestly. But I figure, what why is he? If he's helping out with the Boy Scouts, like he claims, uh, where's his kids at? You know, which people have problems and shitty ex-wives and all that. I don't know. It's none of my business. But these are some things that, for legal reasons, I think need to be fucking stated. Um, so, oh yeah. Dennis. What else? Uh, one day we were coming back from the store, and all of a sudden he has to stop at a gas station, and piss or something, and he's claiming his stomach hurts real bad and this and that. I don't know what the deal is honestly, but while I was in the car talking to Anita, she said that Anita says that Dennis keeps on going to the doctor, but nobody can ever find out what's wrong with him. Um, um, I don't know what the deal is with that, but uh, Mel says, I was talking to Mel, and Mel was talking, um, and he's talking about what kind of piece of shit Menace is, and she's saying he's a pill popper, and you know, I had a couple years where I was taking pain pills back in uh, 2010 till like 2012 is when it was. I I don't know, but he this was during the time I was married to my ex-wife, and I know that I'm thinking he's got he was working in home health care for a little while. I don't know if he still is or not, but I think he's got ties to my ex-wife's mother, who's also in home health care. And that evil, greedy bitch, um, it was during that time, and I know she hates me. And um, she was looking for any kind of thing bad to say about me. And so I'm sure that she's been running her mouth to him. If they have ties, I don't know if they do, but I think they do. Um, so I don't know. They also, Anita also turned me on to the food bank here in Millersburg, who I went up there quite a few times. Um, I tried not to overdo it, but it helped me out. So she helped me out with that as well. But sometimes you get help from people, and they aren't really trying to help you. They have their own motives behind it, and sometimes they'll help you to get you to trust them. Um, and it worked for a while, um, but so anyways, early last year, I'm coming in from outside from the shed. I think I was walking up towards my side door, and Anita comes driving down the road, and she got the window down, um, and she's like giving me this look, like it was like I don't know, it was an evil, evil look. Um, but she was smiling at the same time. But so I just kind of just waved like whatever, like go on. Um, like I know you don't like me because of what happened with Roger, because Roger's a fucking psycho. Um, but a little bit later on down the road, maybe a month or two later, um, I ordered this roll of duct tape from Amazon, and it was a roll of colored duct tape. And a couple days after I get this roll of duct tape, Dennis comes and asks me to borrow a roll of duct tape. And I said, "Oh, well, that's just sure. I got some duct tape. I'll give you a whole roll." Now I don't remember what color I gave him, but I'm getting the impression that that's an important thing to note here. Um, I don't. I think that Dennis and Anita somehow may have cameras in my place, or they're hacked into my phone or something. But somehow I think they knew that I ordered a roll of duct tape, or that I ordered a multicolored thing of duct tape from Amazon. They knew I had it, and he came down to get duct tape for me. So I think that's important to note. Um, oh, yeah, and then maybe, oh, yeah, he got all of a sudden I get this fucking shipment from FedEx. It's sitting on my side door, and or by my side door on the steps, and it's addressed to him. So I'm like, why in the fuck would FedEx drop off a package to Dennis at my address? Um, don't know, but there's probably something else behind that as well. Um, I don't know why he would do that. I really don't. But I'm trying to figure out. Oh, at when so I called him up. I told him, you've got a package that was delivered here by mistake, and um, he says, okay, well, I'll stop down and pick it up tomorrow. So he comes, he picks up the package, and we're sitting there chit chatting just a little bit, and he mentions to me that he's got his boss is building a home on the islands, Kelly's Island, I think, and they got some work out there that he thought that maybe I'd be interested in it. He wanted me to. They had some tile work, I guess, and um, they wanted to pay me $12 an hour to go out and to go an hour and a half out to Kelly's Island and lay tile. Um, so I said I don't know, I'll talk to the guy, find out what he's got to do, and go from there. Well, I got the guy's number, and I thought about it, and I'm like, man, I ain't going all the way out to fucking Kelly's Island to lay tile for fucking $12 an hour. Are you fucking kidding me? Um, but when when I don't know if he came back another time shortly after that, but he's like this guy's kind of always dresses in like you know uh, um, I don't know. This guy came over to my house after that. I don't know. I don't know exactly when it was. Maybe a couple days. I don't know. Don't remember exactly what. But he was dressed all nice and stuff. Like he got all dressed up, and he said he wanted me to go to the islands with uh, with him and get some drinks. Maybe get some dinner and get some drinks. And I said, oh yeah, go down to the islands and go out to the bars and get to be around some drunk women, some drinking women. And um, I didn't I didn't really put it together, but I'm starting to think that maybe Dennis is gay, and Dennis is just Anita's fag hag, is what I think. Because that was odd. What kind of a man? Like he clearly got dressed up to come over and talk to me about this, and um, to ask another man to to get dinner. So it wasn't about work. It wasn't about work. I think he was asking me out. I didn't really get it right then. It took me a few days to figure all that out. Um, but yeah, I think Dennis is gay, and he's just Anita's fag hag. Um, I don't know, but I do know that a lot of people. This guy's got an old gremlin that sits out in the front, and I know a lot of people don't fucking like it. It looks like shit, kind of, then they've got their side place has got a bunch of junk and stuff in it, and I know that my stepdad complains about it all the time. So I don't really talk to a lot of people, but my stepdad always complains about them and their place and how people are talking about it, and they don't want them here. They want them to move that gremlin, which I think is still there. Um, but we got to, we got to be kind of friends. Like I thought we were friends. Um, and so I offered to build a wall in the front of their little fucking overhang thing where they have this fucking tremendous amount of fucking junk and shit that you know just to try to get people to stop complaining about their place. Um, so I offered to do that for them. Um, I was just gonna do it for free. They pay for materials. It wouldn't fucking take much to do it. Um, all they had to do was buy the material, but they refused that. Um, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with this fucking duct tape shit, honestly, but that's an important note, I think. And I already told the cops about it. They know about it. And if they're hacked into my phone somehow, um, the cops are tracking that too. So um, I'm not concerned about anything. But I hope they're not talking shit about me. Um, and I hope they realize that they shouldn't be lying about stupid shit or trying any funny business because the cops are hacked into my phone as well as theirs, I'm sure. Um, but yeah, something's going on with this fucking duct tape, and I think that these people, they're not my friend. They never were. Um, but it only took me half a year. Um, I mean, I should have got the gist right off the fucking bat with when they fucking did that with my cell phone. Yeah, they get a package that's clearly addressed to somebody else. They take it back home. They open it up to see if they can use it somehow. And I think they realized that there's no way for them to get any use out of it. So that's when they decided to return it back to me and on their way out talk shit about my um, motorcycle. So or people talking shit about other people when they shouldn't be, when they clearly have their own fucking issues, and they should probably mind their own fucking business. So, uh, no, Dennis, I'm not going down to the islands to have dinner and drinks with you. Um, I don't roll that way, buddy.